In this video, we're covering all the parts of the occipital bone so that you are better prepared for your exam. Be sure to check out that skeletal series playlist where I cover all the bones and their structures. The link is down below in the description. Starting with the posterior view of the skull, we can see a projection called the external occipital protuberance. Recall that protuberance means that it protrudes from something else. Now, this ridge-like structure following the protuberance is called the external occipital crest. And yes, both of these structures imply that there are internal counterparts, and there are. Within the cranial cavity, we can see the internal occipital protuberance and the internal occipital crest. Now, both internal and external crest lead to the large opening called the foramen magnum. Now, the foramen magnum is the largest foramen of the skull, and recall that the term foramen is Latin for opening. Now, just off to the sides of the foramen magnum, we have what are known as the occipital condyles. The condyles articulate with the first cervical vertebrae, also known as the atlas. Now, just below the condyles, we have openings called the condylar canals. Unlike a foramen, canals refer to a deeper opening, so it would be incorrect to call these foramen, but rather canals. And just below the canals, we have the condylar fossa. Fossa is Latin for a ditch. This refers to any depression or hollow structure on bones. In this case, the condylar fossa is more like a depressed structure here. Next, we have what are known as the jugular processes, which are found here. Now, these processes stick out just lateral to the occipital condyles. Now, the medium-sized foramen found just under the jugular processes are known as the jugular foramen. Finally, the last structure from this view is known as the hypoglossal canal. The 12th cranial nerve, also known as the hypoglossal nerve, makes its way from the brainstem through this canal where it innervates the muscles of the tongue. Before we continue, don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more educational content like this. From the superior view of the skull, we have a couple of grooves of the occipital bone that you should be aware of. Now, the first is called the groove for transverse sinus. It is a ditch-like groove that travels transversely across the occipital bone. Second, we have the groove for superior sagittal sinus, which travels from the internal occipital protuberance up along the sagittal suture. From this view, we can also see the foramen and canals that we observed a minute ago. Here is the very obvious foramen magnum, along with the medium-sized jugular foramen, and under that we have the condylar canals. And along the edge of the foramen magnum, we have the hypoglossal canal. Well done, guys. Now that you know every single structure on the occipital bone, you are now ready to watch the practice quiz video. You can click on it here on the upper right-hand corner, and it comes with a free PDF document that has all the questions on there. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Continue studying, continue doing great things, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.